All right, hello. In this video, we're going to be going over pages, collections, and navigations. Those are kind of the core ways that your theme is going to be structured, and the way that the customer is going to interact with your product. So in this theme, we have a few products that we added. And it's just very basic products. This is a CSV that Shopify provides that just has these kind of sample products. And so basically the topic of this video is how do we display these products the way that we want to on our website. And the way that we would do this is through collections. So let's kind of actually let's start with the product itself. So one of the ways you would want to organize a product is by using tags. Tags are a very useful tool that we're later going to learn how you can access through Liquid. So when you're going to be coding on your Shopify store, you're going to be able to access a lot of these features that you have in your product. So through Liquid, you have these things called Liquid objects, which give you access to things like the product type, the vendor, the collection, and the tags. So this can be useful, for example, if you want to display something custom in the cart and you want to only display that for a certain product. And you're going to be able to do this by basically placing a tag and saying, this is the product that I want to display some kind of a message or give some kind of a discount, whatever you want, right? So this is kind of the basic thing. So so it looks like this. So you have the title, you have the description that you're going to see on your product page of your store. Then you have the product type. You can put in t-shirts, bag, whatever, right? So and then the vendor basically is who this product is made by or who it's sold by. And over here we have collections. So we're going to talk about collections in a second, but I really want to emphasize tags because you're gonna encounter tags so many times, and it's good to understand that tags are a really good way to not only organize the products, but also, like I said, kind of pick them out of the whole bunch of products that you have, right? So this is very useful when stores have like thousands of products and you want to be able to access particular products. So this one already has a tag of woman, and we can add vintage, right? And frequent tags. Like I guess vintage is not a frequent tag yet, but it gives you this nice recommendation of what you want to add. And then you can view all tags. And it's a really nice way to organize it. And then you have the price, the cost per item that it costs for you, and then inventory and all that kind of stuff, and weight that you can use for shipping. And then another important part is variants. Right, so so if we click on variants and we say that this product has multiple variants. So what variants are, if you're not coming from an e-commerce background, variants are basically like different sizes, different colors, or different options for like if you have different types of bags, different types of hats, but you don't want to necessarily create a new product for each one, right? So sizes is definitely the most common way or the most common variant that is used. But then there's also colors and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and automatically put colors for us. Then we have the material and style and title. And this is all going to actually appear on your product page if you have swatches. And swatches are just like very little previews of the color or the size. And then so we can put, there's a small, medium, and every time you press a comma, it adds a new one. In color, we can just put red, blue, whatever you want, right? So you can have as many variants as you want. The only thing with Shopify is that it restricts you to 100 variant options for your product, which is fine, right? So you can see them over here. So we can only have 100 of, so it kind of matches it. So you can only have 100 in total, right? Not 100 variants, but 100 like variations, I guess, of these variants and of your product. So this is kind of the product page. It's very, like this is one of the most visited pages by the merchants themselves. So it's good to know if you're going to be working with merchants, it's recommended to know products and collections. This way you can answer any questions that the merchants might have. And now let's save this. Let's jump into collections. Okay. And also one other thing about products is that you can import products using a CSV, just like I did here, and you can download a sample CSV that I used over here. So you can download it and then just import the CSV if you want to play around with these products. And let's go into collections. So let's add a new collection. We're gonna call this collection Udemy collection. And you can put a description here that you can also access using Liquid, which we're gonna learn later on. And you can have an image for this collection. And the different ways that you can sort the collection is very important as well. So the automatic way to, or the automated way to sort collections is with these kind of if statements. So basically you're saying, if you want to, like I said before, if you want to sort it by tags or you want to sort it by price, so we can put it by tags, sure, and then we'll say the tag is equals to men, and it automatically recommends us one of the tags that we can use. And I think we have to save to see it. Yeah, there you go. So we just created basically a collection just of men's items. And now comes the fun part, which is sorting. So sorting allows you to show the products that you want at the top and in kind of any in any order that you want. And you can sort it by, these are kind of the default ones that are provided to you by Shopify that you're always going to have, the newest, oldest, highest price, all the regular ones that you're used to seeing on any e-commerce store. And then the one that I like the most is the manual sorting. So the manual sorting is that you can just drag and drop any item anywhere you want. And this allows you to really, if you have a bestseller or anything, apparently it doesn't like me moving it around too much. Okay, there we go. This allows you to sort items the way that you want them to appear on the website. And this is kind of done for conversion rates most frequently. Let's say you have a really popular product that you want to display at the beginning, or maybe there's a product that you want to get rid of first. This is the way that you would do it, and the customer would see this product first, and then maybe like a product that is like selling too much, you want to put it at the bottom, just so the customer has to kind of look through a lot of your other products first. So there's a lot of strategies that you can do with marketing your products, and sorting manually definitely helps you with that, and definitely helps the merchants with that. And then you can edit the SEO for this collection, and this basically is the way that it would appear on a Google search or anything like that. And I mean, it's the concept of collections is very, very simple, but at the same time, it's super powerful if used properly, because it just gives the customer a kind of a better way to search for products on your store. And if done properly, this should basically, if you're able to put it in proper collections and make it easy for the customer to find products, this will really increase conversion rates for a store, which is what you want, right? So that's products and collections, basically the two most important items over here. You can play with the other ones around if you're interested, but you're going to deal with products and collections all the time. So I wanted to really go over this, even though it's nothing difficult. It can be kind of overwhelming the first time you're looking at it. And let's take a look at the collection that we just created. As you can see here, that's the way it appears. And of course, the customer can basically sort it the way they want it after that. But again, you're going to be able to remove this in your code. So we're going to get into this a few lectures down the road, but as of now, you kind of have to keep the sorting here. Anyway, so the other items that we're going to take a look at is pages. So pages is the way that you create basically pages for your store. But one of the important things I want to show you is that you can choose a different page template for a different page on your store. And this is very important when we actually start coding custom pages, because you don't want to just edit your generic page, right? So when you're creating new pages, for example, a contact page, you want to choose the correct template for that. And that allows you to create unlimited amounts of custom pages. And again, we're going to get to see how this is done later on when we get to the liquid section. But right now, I just want you to keep this in mind that the different templates that you choose for pages are located over here. And then once you have a couple of pages, that's when you get into the navigation. And navigations are a really cool way to organize your pages. So before we were organizing products, but now there's a way also to organize your pages. And this can be used in your navigation menu or in the footer. In the footer, if you have multiple links that you want to include there. And I'm just gonna go quickly over. Let's actually go on the main one. So if we go, let's view this. So this is our home page, right? So we just have two navigation links over here. Let's add some more. And what I want to show is how to create a drop down menu. So let's go with our example, and then we can put let's put our example page. So we just added the example page here. If we want to put it inside of if you want it to be a drop down for home, or let's do the drop down for catalog. We would go here and then boom, like that. So I don't know if I can go back to show it. Oh, actually, let me just. Okay, so I just removed the back. Let me show you that again because you might have missed it. You kind of have to hover over it and then you can see a jump here. A lot of times people will find this confusing or they're not sure how to create these drop down menus, but this is basically how you do it, and it's a little bit hidden. Shopify doesn't really explain how it's done, but that's how it is. So now if we save this, and you can create multiple items in here as well. And then if we refresh, we can see that catalog now has a drop down. Really, really cool. Very easy to do, right? No coding involved. And that's basically all that I wanted to show for this video. I don't want to overcomplicate this topic because it's really not complicated and it shouldn't take up that much time. So just a recap, we covered products, and then we covered collections, which are collections of products. And then we have in our online store down here, we have pages and navigations. And those are really the two most important ones that you're going to be using all the time. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.